I hope you're having a great day today. So today I decided to do my first ever first impression / review type video. Recently I've been watching a lot of Nikki tutorials videos, and I was watching a video of Jaclyn Hill, and a lot of people have been raving about Nikki's use of the Nivea Men Post Shave Balm as a primer. So I was in a drugstore yesterday and I was like, you know what, I'll pick it up. It was $9, I think, and that's the cheapest I've ever paid for a primer. And I was like, you know what, if this actually works really well, then I'm gonna invest in this rather than a $36 primer. So we'll give this a go. I'm gonna put it on and show you guys like how I do my foundation. It'll be kind of like a foundation routine video, and then I'll check in with you guys throughout the day and let you know how it's wearing, if it's keeping my makeup on. I don't have a setting spray right now, so this is going to be sort of based off how my makeup wore yesterday. I have a pretty busy day today. I'm going into New York City and I'm going to be walking around a lot, so I want to see how it takes like wind and just walking around and maybe sweating a little bit. So we shall see how this works. So I'm going to start with putting on some moisturizer. I already have on a Clinique one. It's, oh gosh, the Dramatically Different, I think, moisturizer. It's the yellow one. But I'm just putting on my Tucker Ashley Perfecting Moisturizer, especially under my eyes. I have been so dry under my eyes lately. I don't know why or what's going on. But if anyone has a good under eye moisturizer to recommend, I would really love some recommendations. The Bobbi Brown one, which I use in class, isn't horrible. It's just really expensive. And I'd rather not invest in something that I'm not totally sold on. So when I do my moisturizer, I just kind of put extra on my under eye area. And I apologize for having you wow, I can't speak today. I apologize for having you look at my bare face because it is so broken out. But unfortunately, this is the base that I'm reviewing. So now we're gonna go ahead and pop this on. I picked up the sensitive one. There were actually a couple different ones in the store, and when Nikki was talking about it, she kept saying that the second ingredient is glycerin, and this one is. It's water and then glycerin, which is good for your skin. And it says right on the packaging, no drying alcohol. And one of the other ones I was looking at, the like fourth ingredient was glycerin, and alcohol was actually the second ingredient. And for a primer, you really don't want alcohol, oh goodness, to be in there. Because it'll dry out your skin. So it's very goopy, first of all. It's going on nicely. She said that a lot of people were commenting on the smell, because I guess it's gonna smell like man. I like the smell. I don't think it's horribly musky, and one of the things she said was that once you put like foundations and other products on, the smell of those covers this. So, but I'm not too bothered by the scent of it. It's very slimy. That's not a good word for it, but it's it goes on and it feels like it could be sheer, but then this side feels pretty firm, which I like. I mean, obviously it's like an aftershave. I feel like I might have put too much on. So it comes out really goopy. I mean, this is just the makeup artist in me, but I wish it was like a pump tap, but obviously it's not really how this is gonna go. Okay, so that's on, and it feels like wet for a couple seconds after you put it on, but then if you leave it, it starts to dry, and my skin actually feels pretty firm. in those places. So I'm hoping what it'll do, if it feels like this, is sort of like fill in any patches or any like fine areas, so that my foundation doesn't like fall into creases and stuff like that. Just like touching my face. It doesn't feel horrible. It doesn't smell bad. I actually really like how it feels. So, and the other reason I picked up sensitive was because I do have sensitive skin and I have allergic reactions to things. So I'm not feeling tingly or anything, which is good. So if anybody has like skin sensitivities, but out of all the ones in the line, if you were going to use one as a primer, I would say go for the sensitive one because it doesn't have alcohol in it. It doesn't make sense to grab a primer with alcohol. Okay, so moving on to my foundation, I am going to be using the Makeup Forever Ultra HD, and I used this last week in a video, and I was saying that I didn't like putting it on with a brush, and I was actually watching a video with someone, I can't remember who it was, and they said, who was it? I think it was Desi. She was saying that you're actually not supposed to put it on with a brush. There's something in the formula that it's more activated by pouncing and using a wedge or a beauty blender, and I just haven't had time to go pick up a beauty blender because I need a new one. So rather than buffing with my brush the past couple days, I've been more trying to pounce it into my skin, but I definitely feel like using a sponge with this formula would work so much better than a brush. Okay. Well, I can already see, like, on this side of my face that my makeup's going on better than it did yesterday when I used the, what is that? I used the Smoothing Makeup Forever primer yesterday. And I can see that it's going on a lot better. I do have a lot of texture on my skin because of my acne. But it looks like it's going on really well. So I would definitely say this foundation is more of a medium coverage, and then you could build it to a full coverage. And especially with my breakouts, I prefer full coverage foundations. So I do really like that it's very buildable, but when I'm building it, it doesn't feel like it's getting heavy. It's very lightweight, and it just goes on really nicely. Wow, my makeup has not gone on this well since I bought it. It's always been patchy in certain areas. I mean, I've also been moisturizing because I've had dry patches. But this definitely helped fill in a lot of areas. The Shave Balm. Like yesterday right here was really, really patchy, especially by the end of the day. So I'm going to be paying close attention to like my cheeks and how my makeup wears. But even covering my acne, it's doing a really great job of sticking to the areas. Okay, so foundation is on, and now moving on to concealer. I'm going to be using my NYX Above and Beyond Full Coverage. It's working really well under my eyes too. Oh god. I'll just have to go back over that area. Because my under eyes have been really dry when I put my concealer on, it's been really patchy, but my under eyes actually feel pretty moisturized and firm. And it's going on really well. Like my fine lines aren't appearing yet, which they usually would be by now. Okay, pretty happy with that. Okay, so after letting my under eyes oxidize for a little bit, the fine lines are starting to show through, but it took a lot longer than it usually does, so that's really good. I'm really happy with that. And then my foundation is also starting to oxidize now, so I'm kind of seeing how it's going to wear throughout today. So then I'm just going to set my under eye. I'm not going to bake them today, but just very, very lightly I'm going to set them with this translucent powder. And before you set anything, make sure that you don't have any fine lines, because then you're going to end up setting the fine lines rather than just the makeup, and you will be sad. Moving on, I'm just going to powder my face with the Makeup Forever Pro Finish. I wish I owned enough Makeup Forever products to do a one brand look with it, but I need to get some of their eyeshadows first. Okay. And now I'm going to move on to contour. So, shocker, taking the Anastasia palette. So now moving on to highlight, I'm going to start with my under eyes and taking the banana powder. I'm just going to pop that all under here. I'm just going to add a little bit of blush. Okay. And then I'm just going to take my highlight. I'm going to use Champagne Pop by Becca Cosmetics and Jaclyn Hill. Okay, so the face is pretty much done. I'm just going to run a setting powder over it in a couple of seconds once everything sets. And I'm going to go do the rest of my makeup and my hair, and then I will check back with you and let you know how my face is wearing. So I finished the rest of my makeup and my hair is done. I'm dressed for the day, ready to go. My foundation has been on for about an hour and a half, I want to say. It's wearing really well. The only areas that I'm seeing a little bit of patchiness are on my chin and sort of in this cheek area, but that's also probably because I'm not using a setting spray and I've been having issues with those areas before. But the rest of my face looks really nice. I'm really liking how everything is settling and staying, so I will keep you guys updated throughout today. Hi guys, so I just wanted to do an update. It is around 3:30ish, so I've been wearing my makeup for 4, 5, almost 6 hours now. I'm really happy with how the primer is holding up. I could probably personally do with the powdering, but I just asked someone that I'm with and she said that it just looks like my skin, which I'm really happy with. So after about 6 hours, it's still holding up really, really well, but I will keep you updated throughout the day because I still have a lot to do today. But yeah, I've been doing a lot. I took a bus ride, I was outside, I've been inside, so I've been in a lot of different elements, not just in one place. So it's really good to see how it's wearing. And I will keep you updated, so see you later. So it is about 11 o'clock at night. I'm finally back from everything. I've been wearing my makeup for over 10 hours, I want to say, and this primer has held up so well. The only thing popping through are my pimples. I powdered once or twice since I last spoke to you guys, and my makeup feels really great. It doesn't feel like I have anything sinking into my skin. I feel like it looks really great. I don't know if you can see. I love that it's giving me a dewy finish and that I just need to like powder in certain areas to fix it, but I definitely recommend this Shave Balm as a primer. I will link it down below. I bought it at a Walgreens. I'm sure there's plenty of other places you can purchase it, but definitely recommend. I think using it like a setting spray would definitely help set everything better than what I did today, but I am so happy with how this is wearing, and I will definitely keep repurchasing this. So thank you, Nikki Tutorials, for discovering this, because I never would have thought to use an aftershave balm. I am heading off to bed. I'm very tired. I had a very long, amazing day. But if you liked this video, please feel free to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and let me know how you get on if you end up trying this as a primer and all that kind of stuff. And I will see you guys soon. Have a great day. Bye.